I'm pretty excited to have Paul here and to be able to introduce our new version of the microblog with Paul. Thanks for being here.
Hi.
In the German version, we talked about the role of a microblog in general. Why don't we do this here also? And then you can show us the new version.
Okay.
Basically, what I said is, if you have a Confluence in your company, there's almost always something else, like a SharePoint, like a shared drive with files, like a Google mini search engine, enterprise search solution, whatever. And all these buckets have a lot of data in them, and you can find a lot of stuff there. And what a microblog does, it's kind of a social search layer on top of all these information buckets. So you can simply ask a simple question, does anyone know where this and that is? And then someone can answer with a link real quick. Or you can ask something about social security or HR stuff, and people can answer and point to these buckets, and you'll get this social conversation that you have in cafeterias during lunch going digitally. How does it work actually in Confluence, Paul?
Okay, so this is our own Confluence instance, and this is the microblog add-on. As the microblog is very important for our company, we are using it quite heavily. So that's the reason why we integrated it in the dashboard. So whenever you open our Confluence, then
the microblog is English. We're talking German here, right?
Right. So, yeah. So all the posts here will show up in German. So
because
sorry for that. Because it's from our production system.
Yeah.
So okay. So let's take a look into the microblog. So it's quite similar to the comment function in Confluence, because we use all these things that you know, like the editor and things like that. But you have a timeline here on the dashboard with several posts and threading. So you can see this is one conversation, then there is a different conversation, and you can see all the different colleagues here answering for questions, for example, and discussing topics. And what we've done with the latest version is that we improved our layout of the microblog. So you saw that the editor just opened after I clicked there. First it was opened by default, and it took a lot of screen estate. So that's one thing that we improved. Then we only show up to 3 comments by default, and then you can click on the show replies button, and then you will have all the comments.
You can obviously you can reply.
You can reply and things like that. So maybe I like this post.
People then get an email, right?
Right. You can also use the mention function that you know from Confluence.
Basically,
and Martin will get an email and things like that. So
basically, I can do everything that I can do with Confluence also. With
right.
Yeah.
So all the rich text editor functionality is integrated here.
Yeah.
And you have actually you can have several microblogs in your Confluence. So it's based on the spaces. So you might want to have a space-based microblogs. So if you have for example, a project team or your team or your department or things like that, and you have a space for them, then you can use the microblog based on the space. And I can show this here, for example, for this microblog Mahoo space. Then there is a microblog that is especially for this team. And it's basically, this means that this is a secret space. So if Martin would log in here in the Confluence, he wouldn't see this post.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure. I can show you the post here in the timeline.
Yeah. Why don't we do a quick comment here?
Yeah,
and,
sure.
So sorry, where are we? Reply, and then test. Then we post it, and it'll go up, right? Because it's the post with the last action will be on top. And now we log out. And then what you see is there is no such post for me. It just kind of disappeared because I'm not.
You are not allowed to see this space, so it's based on the Confluence space.
Which means that if your Confluence has like 30 spaces and 10 of those are access restricted, everyone will see only their version of the microblog.
Right.
While everyone will see everything that is relevant for them on their starting page.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's part of our Linchpin suite, like social.
It's part of the social intranet suite, right? And we think that it fits some kind into the gap between the other tools, and yeah, we hope you like it. And it's an alpha version at the moment, so you can use it for free.
Yeah. It's free. You'll be able to use it free forever. We'll once evolve, or we will eventually evolve to become a paid plugin. There is a pricing. If you want to know that, put a comment in the video and we'll give you the link. I wanted to talk with you about HipChat, Confluence, and the microblog. When we introduced HipChat as Seibert Media, I grew very excited by HipChat, and I thought, oh, we won't need a microblog anymore. That has been probably a year ago, and we're still heavily using the microblog. Can you explain why it's that?
Yeah, okay. There are, in my opinion, these two are different concepts. I can use the HipChat when I know who I would like to talk to. If I don't know it, then this is better for me, because we have the threading here in the microblog. So when Martin did this post, I could answer it. And now you can see that Marco's response, for example, is related to this discussion. If we have a HipChat room with, for example, 75 people, then it gets quite difficult to see what the reply is related to.
Yeah, there's no context.
That's basically, you just have the context. And you can also use all these options at the editor offers. So.
Yeah, it's fully integrated in Confluence.
Right, and it uses several Confluence functionalities, and it's absolutely integrated in Confluence. We didn't show actually that you can also search for posts, and then we can just show this. Let's see what kind of word we could search for. We can search for a workaround, for example, and you will see that you can find this microblog post here in the search as well. You could also say that you want to search for a specific content type, and then you can say, okay, I only want to have the microblog posts shown up here. And yeah, it's absolutely integrated in Confluence.
Okay, if you want to try it out, it's a free plugin on the marketplace, or put a comment in, contact us. We're happy to get your feedback.
Okay, thank you.